Hello my dears, and welcome to another Willow Wisteria video that is not roleplay related. This video is just going to be a collaboration of points and updates and things concerning this channel and concerning me as the performer, if you want to call it that. This video is just going to kind of go in depth on a whole bunch of things that I've been thinking and a whole bunch of ideas that I would love feedback from you guys on. So I'm gonna try and get all these points out. It's gonna be a pretty lengthy video, so sit back, relax, grab some tea like I have here, gingerbread tea, and just enjoy the randomness that I'm about to spew and ramble on. I hope some of you can find it enjoyable, at least. Well, my first major point that I'd like to start this video on is a humongous, ginormous thank you to all of my subscribers. I haven't made a thank you video in a while because there's been some stuff going on here that I just wanted to focus on getting scripted videos out and worry about that. But now I have the time to do this little extra video, and sadly YouTube and this channel are not my job, and the job that I have is very demanding of my time, so I don't have the time to really put everything that I want to into the channel quite yet. I mean, gosh, if that became my job, you guys would never hear me shut up about thank you, I love you, which I do. Don't for a second ever think that I don't care about you guys, because I do. I love you guys more than you probably could know, and I don't want that to sound creepy, but I hope you understand what I mean. But yes, we hit 2,200 something odd subscribers. That's insane to me. It's crazy, and thank you. I just want to put this short time aside for the people who were there for me to begin with. The very first few subscribers, I remember there was a certain subscriber, you know who you are, who said something along the lines of, I can already tell you're gonna gain a good amount of subscribers and I'm gonna be there with you. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that is so freaking nice for someone who doesn't even know me to say. That's so sweet, and I appreciate you all so very much. So yeah, thank you, all of you, for what you've done and how you've made my channel turn out. This is our channel, it's not just mine. I just run it and perform. All the stories that you've heard and all the shorts are all written by you. I'm just the voice for it. And I adore you guys. Second point that I'd like to make is updates for the channel. Normally, I already kind of put this update into motion already. I meant to have this kind of video out a lot earlier, but like I said, I didn't have the time to record it because it's so long and there's so much stuff that I needed to do. As you may have noticed, I've started uploading 2 times a week. I used to upload once, and that was always on Tuesdays. My uploading schedule, if you're curious, is every Tuesday and every Saturday. And yeah, I'm going to be doing that. If the only exception is if something big comes up and I can't do that, or if something happens to where I'm sent in scripts that are short, I will upload more. So yeah, that's just that. I apologize for saying so much. That's a bad see, there I go again. It's a bad quirk I have, I guess. So I apologize for that. It's a rambling video, so I guess that's okay. But from here on out, I'm gonna try and limit my as much as I can. Moving on to the topic of scripts and emailing me your scripts and things like that. The way that works, I just did it again. Oh my goodness, Willow. Let me start over. concerning scripts and them being emailed into me, if you have emailed me a script and you haven't seen it made into a video, there are, I think, one of three things that could be causing the delay. Most of the time not most of the time, like 100% of the time, I will email you back if you've emailed me a script, and if it is too short to be a video that's not even a minute, I will tell you it's a great script and I mean every word that I say because I read through every script that is sent to me. I will tell you that if you ever decide to add on to it or lengthen it, I will gladly read for it. Another thing that could be preventing the delay is I'm going to make it a video, but you have to keep in mind that there are other scripts in front of your video that I have scheduled. I have a whole notebook of scheduling dates of when I record the video, when I edit the video, and when I upload it, because surprisingly enough, these roleplay videos take a good amount of time if you want them to sound decent anyway, halfway decent. And it doesn't help that and I'm not, saying this lightly, I'm saying it in all seriousness, I have OCD to the point where it's being a perfectionist, and if something doesn't sound proper to me or the way I want it to sound, I will scrap it and start from scratch. I don't want you guys to hear what in my mind would be considered crap or mediocre. To me, anyways. So I'm my own biggest critic, which is probably my biggest downfall. Yeah. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, then, and if I haven't told you it's too short, then I will get around to it, but you have to keep in mind some people are ahead of you, and I'm not going to skip over anybody because that's not fair. First come, first serve. You'll just have to be kind of patient, and also, since I've told you my upload schedule, you can kind of track to when your video will be up, or I will tell you in your email. I know I've done that a few times now. Let's see. Oh, and the third point of why it might not be made into a video is because the videos that we make, and that's what I'm going to say, we make because you write them, I read them, it's a partnership that we have. The videos that we make are meant to be listened to as if I'm speaking to you, as if you are listening to me speak to you. Roleplay. And if, say, the script is written in a storytelling manner, where you'll have, oh, he walked to, or she went in to, or something like that, you get my drift, where it's basically written in the third person, I believe. Oh lord, I haven't been in school for like forever, so first, second, third person. So basically, if the if the script is written in the third person in a storytelling manner, it's going to be difficult to make that personalized for the listener. You understand? If it's just kind of a chunk of a story, you guys tell me, would you like to just hear stories to where you're not a main character? I know a lot of people dig those stories. Do people still say, I dig it? Probably not. I'm old. Anyway, yeah. That will also be a concern because I want to, and this is going to sound so cliche, I want to please as many of you as I can, because like I said, you're what keeps the channel going. You're what makes the channel thrive. And if that's not something the majority of you like, it's not going to be something I continue with. So if you would like to hear stories, I will gladly read storytelling type scripts. Alrighty, now that that is out of the way, I can move on to what scripts are coming up, what you can expect. The long-awaited conclusion of the vampire series roleplay has been sent to me. by the gracious and the talented Kyle R. He sent me in part 4, and I'm like a big fan of yours. I'm like fangirling right now, so you got yourself a fan, mate. And he's such a great writer. This most recent mermaid siren roleplay that I just put out a day or so ago. I don't know when this video is going to go out, so the siren roleplay. When I was working on that, I had so much fun because it really fun. Who is this? Okay, one of you has alerted me on my phone. Or was I? Oh yeah, I get so easily sidetracked. Okay, in the siren roleplay, the way that Kyle sent this to me, he typed out how he wanted her to sound, and it was innocent and whimsical, so like a light voice, something completely yin-yang to my succubus vampire yandere voice. I cannot tell you guys how absolutely hard that was for me to get. And it's not that it was difficult to do, it's the fact that I tried so many different voices to get to that point. And even now I'm just kind of like, was it okay? Was it what was it? And in the end I think it came out decently, so I'm not too worried about it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So far it seemed like you did. But yeah, that was challenging. And in this video, a little bit later, you will get to hear other voices that I can do. I decided I'm going to shamelessly put myself on the embarrassment block and make a fool of myself with doing different voices for you guys to show you my range. So that would lead into my next point, which is, I'm just gonna say it, anime roleplay. I want to do this so badly, but I don't know if that's something you guys would like. I've been told in a few comments that, oh, you sound like so-and-so, or you sound similar to this character, and I'm like, oh, I don't know who they are, but I will gladly read backstory. Yo, if someone is like, hey, can you do this roleplay for this anime character? And I'm just kind of like, I've never seen that anime, I've never read the manga, you can guarantee your happy little behind that I will go and watch that, because I make time for anime and my subscribers always have time for you guys. So if anime roleplays are something you guys would like to hear from me, have no doubt in your mind that I will be the first to be like, yes, please send me something. And I will do so. Moving on, I'm going to be skipping around a lot, so if you hear me just kind of be like, oh, one point and then to, another point. Yeah, that noise was me being... But yeah, there was a question left on one of my videos asking me, do I like my own voice? And that just kind of struck me for a minute. And to answer your question, you know who you are. You asked this question and you know who you are. The answer to that was, I didn't like my voice for a really, really long time, because to me, my voice was too low for a girl, in my opinion at the time when I was younger. All the girls had these really, in what I thought was really sweet, high-pitched voices. Even now, I feel it's like, oh, would it be cuter if I had a higher voice, if it was, a little bit more feminine? Because I wouldn't know what to categorize my voice as. Dark and mysterious, perhaps. Oh, I need help. Yeah, the tea is kicking in. I'm drinking this amazing gingerbread tea with honey. And the honey is having its effect of me being hyper. But yeah, I always felt that my voice was too masculine, and I say that with, air quotes, for a female. And as I started exploring the range that I can hit, okay, just to give an example, me and my friends, when we hang out, and I say this lightly, we get so stupid, and I mean it, we get stupid with how we talk to each other. I'm the one friend that, I'm sitting in the backseat of your car and I'll be like, hey, good looking. I'll say something really low and gross, and it makes us all laugh. I like being funny with how low I can go in my voice. And so I've come to really like it because it's funny, and I like making people laugh, and I like people being happy. I kind of feed off of it. I'm a vampire for your emotions, if you will. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna go on another tangent. I hope you all are doing amazingly well. I hope you all are having a great evening, morning, day, night, wherever you are. And wherever you are in the world, just know that this is so random. Just know that I care about you and that there is somebody who listens to you. So, I don't know where that came from. It just needed to be said, I guess. But, back on track, because I think I may have some sort of hyperactive, can't stay on track syndrome. Moving on from do you like your voice and the whole anime roleplay brings me to the voice acting segment of this video. You lot will be hearing a few different voices that I am somewhat comfortable in embarrassing myself by presenting to you guys. So don't go too harsh on me. I can probably handle it, but yeah, just understand that I'm pretty, what is the word for it? Self-conscious about it. So if it's something you don't like, or if it's something that needs work, just nicely criticize it. That's all I ask. We're all respectable, aged human beings here, so what age isn't respectable? We're all respectable human. Is respectable a word? We are all human beings here that should respect each other. There we go. And, just treat me nicely, and I hope you enjoy these segments. So, here we go. So, the first voice that I'm going to do for you guys is the closest you have all probably heard in my succubus and vampire roleplay videos. It's a bit deeper, and it's as low as I can go without sounding humorous or goofy. And it's based off of a script that I myself wrote, and it's just a play off of Black Butler Kudotsutsuji, which is an anime that I absolutely adore. And in this script, I just intended for the listener to be going through receiving their own demon. If you've seen or read the manga or watched the anime, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I suggest you watch this or read it, because it's dark and macabre and it's beautiful and I love it. So here we go with you contacting your own demon and making a contract. Is this your decision, child of man? Do you wish to bind yourself to me for the remainder of your mortal existence? I have come, as you have so desperately summoned. You are aware that your soul will be mine for the taking. never shall you be graced with heaven's light, nor shall you know the blissful release of hell's holocaust. Forever you shall remain in agony, a self-inflicted purgatory. So I will ask but once more, is your soul in such deep despair that you call upon me to be your savior? As you wish, my sovereign. Alright, so that was my demoness voice, if you want to call it that, from my own written roleplay. I know you guys don't get to see things that I get to write myself very often because I don't have efficient amount of time to write something presentable, in my opinion, to you guys. The next voice that I will be moving on to is also from Kuro Tsutsuji. This is what a few of you have heard me call my CL voice, and this is the main character from this anime, because all of the voices I will be doing will be based off of anime voice acting, if you want to call it that. So this is what I would call my CL voice in that range. I'm going to be doing a few of his lines from the anime, and I hope you enjoy. I am CL Phantom Hive. That is my one and only name. If you're crying, fight against it. If you're regretting, walk forward. Only complaining on your misfortune, you're nothing but a common pig. So what? You're another person, so of course you look different. What do you need to be ashamed for? Besides, I'm free to be whoever I want. No one has the right to say anything about it. Pain tends to heal as time passes. But personally, I don't want time to heal my wounds. You may think you've escaped the pain and moved on, but that's nothing more than stagnation. You can't move forward without the pain. Sneering at desperate wishes and trampling them like insects. How dishonest, and cruel, and ugly. So much more devilish than even an actual devil. Is that not so? I am the same. I too am packed full of the same hideous stuffing as they. This is what we humans are. Moping around filled with sadness and sorrow. What good will come of it? Even dead people can do that. However, I'll live and stand on my own two legs. If we are to die one day, wouldn't it be better to have no regrets? I'm not saying that getting revenge for predecessors is an admirable thing. This is all just a pastime of mine. It is a game that could be won by either those guys, or I as the Earl of Phantom Hive. Even though I was put in an abyss of despair, a place linked to hell. A chance as thin as a spider's thread was sent to me, offering the choice to crawl out. I decided not to give up and reached for it. We humans have that strength. Though grasping it or not is up to the person. You shall never betray me. You shall never leave my side, no matter what. Alright, so... Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know if any of you actually do... Whoa, that was a completely different accent. If any of you actually dabble in your own voice acting, like right now, I cannot get rid of... I don't know if... Okay. I don't know if any of you dabble in the art of voice acting yourself, or just make silly voices when you're with your friends or family, but have you ever done a voice and tried to perfect it as much as you can? Not saying that it's perfect, but try to get it down so hard that you get stuck sounding like that for a while. That's what just happened to me with CL, because I've been trying to practice. There it goes. I've been trying to practice getting CL's voice down. The accent specifically, not so much as the range, but the accent itself, because that's what I think is super important about accents in general. Is you don't want to, especially English accents, you don't want to have a Finny accent with a CL. Anyone who is Black Butler fan will understand what I mean. So that's what just happened there, and that was thoroughly embarrassing. I'm glad I kind of caught it and could fix it while I could. He might slip. There he goes. Dang it! He might slip back in and out every few words, so I apologize in advance. But this next voice is absolutely, completely, utterly out of my vocal range. This is a soft, high-pitch, shy character. I read these lines off of just searching lines on Google to practice for voice acting. The next voice, as I said, it's out of my comfort zone, so be nice. Be nice to me. I know I suck. So here we go.
Thanks for letting me come on this adventure. I've never been outside of the village before. This is just so exciting, and I promise I'll be good. You don't have to worry. Sorry? Don't touch the sword. Oh, you mean this sword here? You mean this magic sword with the diamonds? Oh, wow.
And again, with a slight difference.
Thanks for letting me come on this adventure. Oh, I've never been outside of the village before. This is just so exciting, and I promise I'll be good. You won't have to worry. Sorry? Don't touch the sword. Oh, you mean this sword here? You mean this magic sword with the diamonds? Huh. Oh, wow.
And a completely different line using the same voice anyway.
Oh. Can you hear me? Great! Now don't be afraid and just hang on, okay? Alright, I'm reaching out my hand. Yes. Grab on tight. Don't worry, I've got you. You're gonna be okay. Come on, let's get out of here.
Next voice I'm going to be doing is a mid-range, kind of raspy female voice, I guess. In anime terms, I guess she would be considered gamer, nerdy. I don't know how to explain it, but to make everything super cut and dry, this is my impression of Konata Izumi from Lucky Star. It's such a funny, cute, quirky anime. I suggest it if you like randomness. It's literally nothing but random crap, and that's how I was in high school, so it brought back so many memories. And just going off on a tangent, I just connected with Konata so hard because we're both abnormally short. I'm only 4'11". We're the oldest out of all of our friends, and we both have the little beauty mark on the left side of our cheek. So, and she was just completely random and an anime geek, nerd, otaku, which I will proudly be part of. So this is my impression of her voice. Here we go.
How come you wear glasses? I mean, you're really pretty, but you can only appeal to a tiny section of the fan base. I wanted to see your homework from the other day, and I got to see your face while you were sleeping, so don't sweat it. and the TV show ended by saying how young people are becoming increasingly illiterate. But doesn't browsing the internet and blogging actually improve your literacy? Sounds like a lot of work. I think I'll pass. I'd rather play, and I'll ask for help when I get stuck. As time goes by without anyone eating it, it starts getting dry and looking anything but appetizing, and no one's willing to make a move. But when the busboy goes to take it, you go, "Wait, we're not done with that yet." Kind of on reflex. But then you end up leaving without eating it. Yeah, the barbecue place is really good. What about that one last piece of meat that's always left on the grill and no one wants to take it? As time goes by without anyone eating it, it starts getting dry and looking anything but appetizing, and no one's willing to make a move. But when the busboy goes to take it, you all go, "Wait, we're not done with that." Kind of on reflex. But then you end up leaving without eating it anyway. I remember jotting memos on my notes earlier during class, because I thought I'd need to remember it since it was important. But since I was half asleep, I don't know what I wrote down. There isn't much difference in appearance when you gain or lose a kilogram or two. Why does she look so ecstatic or depressed with a matter of a few kilograms? This is why girls are so... I haven't seen that guy around for a while. Yeah, he was a soldier-type character, but he wanted to raise his combat skills, and he left saying he was going to train in an area with a lot of monsters. And he hasn't come back since. I heard he's camping out in the underground nest, but I wonder if he's alright. Acting all hermit-like. Everyone's getting pretty worried. I may look like this, but I have 100 friends, and my social and bargaining skills are pretty high. And I join a party every night. With my allies, I work to bringing back the glimmer and crystals and prevent the world from falling into ruin and rescue the kidnapped princess.
Oh my god, I totally ran out of air on that. Ooh. Okay, let's try again.
I may look like this, but I have about 100 friends, and my social and bargaining skills are pretty high, and I join a party every night. With my allies, I work to bring back the glimmer and crystals to prevent the world from falling into ruin and rescue the kidnapped princess.
There we go. Man, I don't know. Whoever did that... Ugh, here comes the raspy again. Whoever... The voice actress that had to say that line, I'm just like, you have lungs. I'm glad I'm not a Dragon Ball Z expert. That would... yeah, expert. Actor. Jesus, more tea. Tea is needed to keep me awake. Okay. So for the next voice, this is going to be by far, and I know I said a few voices ago, I'm not keeping track, you guys, was out of my comfort zone. This is really out of my comfort zone. I can stutter on purpose to make a character sound shy and things like that. But this character is very, very timid, very shy. This is the most dere type character that I think I've ever done. So be prepared for a lot of stuttering and a lot of implied blushing, which I hope I can get that across to you guys. Auditorically, I can't English right now, so you guys know what I mean. You guys are always down there in the comments correcting me in my spell check. You guys are hearing me get slap happy right now. Always correcting my spelling and all that in the description, and I'm glad you guys do it, because you guys do it so sweet and nice, you know. I think you meant this. And you're right, I did. I suck at spelling, and I suck at pronunciation. So, feel free to correct me in a sweet and mature manner, if you will. So, okay, moving on. Next voice, very dere, very shy. I will be taking a chunk from the script written by Cardlin Audio. You can find the link to his channel in my description box. And this is from the Dere Challenge. Oh, and before I forget, I'm going to be doing this voice the same way I was doing the Konata voice, which is where I won't really stop in the middle between each reread of each line. So here we go. Enjoy.
Good morning. Lunch with me? It would just be a bother. But if you really want to, I guess I really am shy. What? Like you? Oh my, I couldn't. I mean, you wouldn't want me to. You like me? I don't know what to say. But I like you too. Good morning. Lunch with me? It would just be a bother. But if you really want to, I guess I really am shy. Huh? What? Like you? Oh my, I couldn't. I mean, you wouldn't want me to. Oh, you like me? I don't know what to say. But I like you too. Good morning. Huh? Lunch with me? Oh, it would just be a bother. But if you really want to, I guess I really am shy. Huh? What? Like you? Oh my, I couldn't. I mean, you wouldn't want me to. You like me. I don't know what to say. But I like you too.
Alright, so I know I did that same voice a couple times over, and I just wanted to get a feel of it and see if I could make it sound better as I went, so that's why there's so many takes on it. Other than that,
another one of the voices that I can do is kind of like this. I mean, it can be kind of timid, and it can be kind of girly, but I'm not quite sure what to call it. But other than that, I would love to hear you guys' tips on what I can improve on. I know there's a lot. Definitely a lot. So, just tell me what I did wrong, or didn't do so well on, I guess. Yeah, that sounds right. So just tell me, and I will gladly listen to you guys. Obviously, I need more practice on some of the voices.
okay, well, I was just playing around on that one, but yeah, it varies from voice to voice what I can and can't do. Like I said, really, horn? Who is awake beeping their horn at this hour of the night? Anyway, yeah, obviously the higher voices are gonna put a bit of a strain on my voice, which you can probably hear just a little bit because I'm trying to stay moderately quiet so as not to wake the family. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining me in this super long video. I hope you stayed to the end. If you did stay to the end, put a kitty cat smiley face in the comment section below, you know, with the semicolon and the 3, that. Yeah, so even then I was going into some other voice, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my rambling mess of a video, and I hope you all have a lovely evening, day, night, morning, wherever you may be. And again, I can't say thank you enough. I love you all so very much, and I will see you in the next video.